This Thursday, can you believe it, marks 6 months since the collapse of the Key Bridge. And tomorrow, we are expecting a, quote, major announcement related to the Dali cargo ship, responsible, of course, for the collapse. Governor Wes Moore and Attorney General Brown will make the announcement tomorrow morning. No other details are yet being released. But as our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, reports, it comes just before a deadline to file claims in an ongoing legal case surrounding the ship. Make sure and stay with WJZ. We'll have all the developments on this story on air and online. And tonight, some new research from Johns Hopkins University is looking at which other bridges across the country could also be at risk of collapse. Dennis Valera live on your corner at Fort Armstead Park tonight, near where the Key Bridge once stood. So this is just the first phase of this study at Hopkins. Dennis?
Yes, Denise, that's right. We're talking with the lead investigator on this study. He mentioned how these initial findings are just the first milestone of all of this research. And with this research, we are a step closer to learning what bridges in the country are at most risk of a disaster, like what we saw here on March 26th. In the days after the Key Bridge collapse, Johns Hopkins University researchers immediately got to work, finding what bridges could be most vulnerable, launching a study looking at 6 years' worth of U.S. Coast Guard data. Michael Shields, Associate Professor of Civil and Systems Engineering, is the lead investigator.
But to our knowledge, no one has ever actually pored over that data to ask what is the traffic under all of these bridges. And that is the first piece of going into any risk assessment.
The findings found 4 bridges in these states, New York, California, and Georgia, had the most traffic from the largest ships. The Key Bridge and the Bay Bridge also in the top 10. Shields says while ship traffic helps show which bridges need the most attention for risk assessment, there are many other factors to look into.
We need to look more carefully at local conditions, local waterway conditions, local shipping practices, protections for these bridges. Those are the sort of things that really need to be more carefully studied.
These findings come as the State Department of the Environment is seeking permit approvals to begin the next phase of the bridge rebuild, and after a week of numerous lawsuits lodged at the owner and operator of the cargo ship Dali, most notably by the families of the victims of the construction workers who were on the bridge when the collapse happened.
We hope that no one else has to suffer in this tragedy like we have, and justice means preventing future tragedies.
Now, the next phase of this study is going to be looking at the frequency of ships straying off course while passing under a bridge. That data expected to be released next year. Reporting live on your corner in South Baltimore, I'm Dennis Valera for WJZ.
All right, thank you very much, Dennis.